Good morning, good Saturday. Have some concerns here. Also, I wanted to update you on the housing for farmers insurance. We are still covering homes. Other than that, they're only covering in the state of California up to 7,000 homes per month. So they reached that as of yesterday. They went from about 5,000 homes covered to 7,000 in less than a week. And so you can still see, we still have about 2 or 3 days left in this month. So they're only covering 7,000 homes per month. So if you want homeowners insurance, you call us. Your policy won't start until the 1st of August. And I don't know how many have already piled up into August since earlier this week when they got to the 7,000 mark. So we want to keep that in mind. Here's my concern, folks. Life insurance. Folks are not taking this seriously. I had more than 10 appointments this week. They have all rescheduled, or you call people, you can't reach them, they're not answering their phones. They're saying, oh, I forgot. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'll fill out the application information, get right back to you. And they don't do it, they reschedule. And guess what? I hope nothing happens before we get this policy started, if we ever get this policy started, because I'm thinking some of these people that I've been honestly trying to reach since, I'm not exaggerating. We're talking about November. We're talking about November 2022. I have called you at least 3 to 4 times in every month to reschedule. And in between the calls that I actually reached you, I tried to call you twice in between those times. So you're talking about an average of 4 to 5 to 6 calls per person, 10 people, since some of them since November, a lot of them March, April. I got their number at different events. They say, yeah, I want life insurance. I need to get this done right away. This is important. Well, obviously it's not that important because your policy should have started by now. You know why your policy should have started by now? Because you would have filled out the application and got it started. We would have did this thing, got your first payment in, your first premium in, and getting it done. Let me tell y'all a horror story. I'm not going to say the person's name because some people might know who this person was. I called this person more times than I can count. And every time I called them, they said, okay, you call me back next week. Okay. And then I called again. Okay, you call me back next week. After about 10 or 15 weeks, I called religiously every week. They put it off every week. And you can tell when you've been blocked because you hear this little click, click, and then the phone just hangs up. It doesn't even go to voicemail. It just hung up. That was a few years back. I don't know what they do now is different. But these cell phones, it would do a little click, click thing that would hang you up. So I got blocked. Guess what? 3 years later, I'm in Walmart and a person that knew this person said, hey, guess what? Such and such died. And I almost faded and hit the floor because I knew they did not have no life insurance. They put me off for at least 10 weeks, blocked me after that, and 3 years later, they passed away. They would have had coverage for their family, for a burial, and to leave some money to the family. They had zero. You know how I knew that for sure? Confirmation, because the family was on a GoFundMe asking for funds. I was so upset. I didn't even go to the homegoing. I didn't, because I wouldn't have had the right attitude. I would have been sitting up there looking like this whole time. Because they should have called me back. They should have had a policy. They had the 150 a month because they did have health issues. So they would have had to pay 150 a month. They had it. They could have done it. They should have did it. Guess what? Who's next? Because if it happens to one, it happens to others. Too many people are not keeping their appointments. You got $100, you got $75, you got $150, you're spending it on trash. And then when you go, or when a family member that you need to be covering goes, then all of a sudden you want everybody to help and donate. No. Get on the phone, keep your appointments, stick to your word. If you say you're going to have an appointment, have the appointment. I had 2 today. They both canceled. I had 2 yesterday. They both canceled. Can't even reach these people. They don't even answer the phone. They're not responding to text messages. They're not responding to voicemails. Gee, I hope nothing happens. Okay. Any one of us in my family go, it's gonna hurt real bad. It's gonna hurt to the core. But you know what? We got money to handle business. We got money to send our family member off with some dignity, not no plain white looking, almost tan looking box. No, we can send them off with some dignity because we have life insurance. Y'all stop playing these games. If you want it, call the number, stick to your appointment, get your budget together. We work with your budget. I have multiple carriers. It's not just Farmers. Let's get it going, people. Stop playing these games. 707-649-0109. Let's get it going. I'm out.